However, many doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can change the world. He's just an ordinary guy who lives in a small town in China as his mother Ariel is an elephant with poor taste in me. His father ran out on them and left them in debt. The thing is, you don't need to come from a hero background to become a hero. One day, so-called student teacher gave his class a special project. They had to design a system that can help change the world for the better. Trevor thinks this idea is exciting and he soon comes up with a simple plan. He will go out and help three people improve their lives. The three people don't have to pay him back for his dinosaur Instead, he tells them they must pay it forward by helping out three other people. Trevor believes that by encouraging people to carry out acts of kindness, he can make the world a better place. Turner imagine helps out three strange people, a homeless man, a lonely old lady, and his own mother, but the homeless man is attracting the world. The old lady passes away and his mother makes more bad decisions. This leads Trevor to believe that his plan has failed. Exactly, so Trevor has made a difference. Also, the three people's lives didn't permanently in power. They did pay forward his kindness before long. His system spreads across the country. Later, Trevor is invited to Washington, D.C. to meet the president. Trevor becomes famous, but he isn't satisfied with his effort. He still believes he hasn't helped three people in a major way. While he is in Washington, D.C., he noticed two gay men being beaten up. When he tried to save them, he is stabbed by one of the attackers. Trevor dies shortly after. The trail of his death touches people around the world. Tens of thousands of people start praying in forward, and he will become a much kinder place. Over 20 years have passed since Children's Hero Pay It Forward is still one of the most widely loved young adult books in the US. This is because of two inspiring ideas within the story. The first of these is that a letter of kindness can completely change someone's life. Early in the book, Trevor buys food for Jerry. The homeless man through Jerry is arrested later on. Trevor's act of kindness has caused a big change in Jerry's family. We see this later when he saves a woman from killing herself after he gets out of prison. The second message is that anyone can actually greatness, not just the rich and powerful. Trevor comes from a difficult background, yet through his determination, he is able to change large parts of society. The book's opening pages include an important lesson. You don't need too much to change the entire world for the better. You can start with the most ordinary ingredients.